For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
All right, Ocean Johnson being honored before tonight's contest, being the 38th player in Elmhurst University basketball history to score over 1,000 points. He did that against Milliken back on January 3rd, and that's why Ocean Johnson is being honored before tonight's contest. So we're going to send it away real quick. We got the starting lineups coming up. Right after that, I'll be back on to get you underway, North Central and Elmhurst.
Senior number 0, Ethan Hellwig. 6'2", and senior number 4, Nick Smolt. 5'10", junior number 11, Drew Gaston. 6'4" freshman number 20, Tyler Zwierczek. And 6'5" senior number 23, Ken Thomas. Head coach of the Cardinals is Vince Kamick.
Fagenhall Hall here on the beautiful campus of Elmhurst University. Game 2 of our doubleheader. North Central and Elmhurst, number 17th ranked team in NCAA Division III, the Blue Jays, come in 12-1 overall, 4-0 in the CCIW. And just before the start of tonight's contest, Ocean Johnson, the senior from Schiller Park, Illinois, was honored for scoring his 1,000th point in Elmhurst University basketball history. He did that at Milliken on January 3rd. Congratulations, Ocean Johnson. We're getting ready to get underway. It's going to be Zapinski and Thomas jumping for North Central, and North Central will win the tap. Elmhurst in their home whites, North Central in their maroon and black with white numbers. That's Schmolt. Gives it up to Hellwig. Drops down low to Thomas. Shot up and good over the top of Zapinski. Here's Zapinski. Gives it up to Ocean Johnson. Back over to Pemberton. Pemberton on the far wing. Itunis top of the key. He's going to cruise into the lane, and there's going to be a foul prior to the shot. And this one is going to go up against Drew Gaston, the 5'10 junior from Shabana, Illinois. Here's Ocean Johnson. Just underway here. Zapinski. Zapinski one-on-one with Thomas. Here's Pemberton in the paint. Nice spin move. Going to try to use the glass. Got one shot up. That one didn't fall, but the follow-up did. Quinn Pemberton, the 6'1 graduate out of Lake Forest, ties it up 2-2. That's Gaston, and he's going to throw that one away. Tenacious D set up by the Blue Jays. Gaston really had nowhere to go, and he ended up throwing that one away. Good defense by Zapinski on Thomas. Ken Thomas, 6'5", senior from Harper Woods, Michigan. You hear a lot of them for the Cardinals here today. Here's Pemberton. Check us out on X, Facebook, and on Instagram. Here's Zapinski. Itunis, not afraid to shoot it. He's going to lose his footing in the lane. Down with it is Schmolt. Quick movement, free throw line, shot up, no good by Swerchek. Here comes Itunis for the Blue Jays. Pemberton over to Zapinski. Give and go at the far wing, Itunis. Using the screen is Zapinski. Trey Pearson has been kind of quiet. 7 seconds. Itunis drops it down to Zapinski in the lane. Shot up, no good. Fouls up his shot, can't come down with it. Thomas with the board for the Cardinals. 17:56 and counting. Here's Schmolt. Gives it up to Hellwig. Near side, this is Drew Gaston. Tries to go around Pemberton. Gaston in the paint. Gives it up to Thomas on the baseline. Moves into paint, no good. Zapinski with the board. Now Itunis for Elmhurst will move it out. Oh, first quick move. Nice scoop up. Count it. John Itunis, the 6'3 senior from Vernon Hills, Illinois, gives the number 17th ranked team in the country a 4-2 lead. Gaston almost loses Pemberton. Again, you talk about a swarming defense. Here's Thomas. About 3 feet up top of the free throw line. Thomas not able to do anything with it. He's going to dribble in on Zapinski and count it. Left-handed shot by the 6'5 senior. Ties it up 4-4. Here's Zapinski. Ocean Johnson going to try a long three. That one no good. And it will be Cardinal ball. Well, the only blemish for the Blue Jays happened back on the 30th of December at Whitworth. They lost 74-71. That was that Northwest trip in the country. And shot up and good by Schmoll. Played 2 games out in the Great Northwest. Won the first one, scoring over the century mark. And dropping the game on the 30th. Pemberton, 15-footer, counted all day. 6-6 is your score. Gaston dribbles up for the Cardinals. Pinned in by Pemberton, a high screen set by Thomas. Pemberton not fooled by it, a 2-3 set up. Here's Hellwig, gonna try a 3. That one's no good. And a strong board by Nick Schmolt. Schmolt, 6'2" senior from Plainfield. Here's Thomas again. He is an absolute force. He's got 6. He's got all but 2 points for the Cardinals. Here's Sapinski. Left of the block. Ocean Johnson gives it up to Sapinski. Pemberton, 3 from the top of the key. Good, count it. 9-8, Blue Jays with the lead. Pemberton already with 7 points. First quick move here by Swerchek. Pinned in, good D by Tunis. And Thomas showing his range. He's got 8. 15:09 left here in the first half. 10-9 North Central lead. Nice crowd filing in here today. Hope you had yourself a great, happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. As we turn the page to 2024. Here's Pemberton, 7 seconds. Tries to go around Swerchek and able to do so. Boy, Pemberton is in a land all of his own here today. He's got 9 already. 14:33 left here in the first half. Good exterior defense set up by Elmhurst. Ocean Johnson, now here's Thomas. One-on-one with Sapinski with 7 seconds. Oh, give and go with Schmolt, that's good. And we're gonna get a timeout quickly called by head coach Vince Kimick. Vince Kimick has been with North Central, and so has head coach John Baines with the Blue Jays. Fans, today's matchup is streaming live on Elmhurst University's Athletics YouTube page. It'll be available to rewatch following the conclusion of today's contest. Elmhurst University's athletic streams are provided by Suncom.tv. Greg Rosa sitting right here to my right. He's been here with us all day today on Suncom.tv and the Elmhurst University's athletic YouTube page, catching all the action. Women's game did not go the way of the Blue Jays as North Central picked up a very important CCIW victory. Wallach. Pemberton over to Wallach. Wallach back to Pemberton. Wide open 3. Count it. He is laser locked. He's got 12. Matt Wallach with the assist. The 6'1" junior from Arlington Heights, Illinois. What a spark plug. Also in Dominic Trellenberg. Here's Gaston. Pinned in there by Pemberton. Nowhere to go. High screen by Thomas. Here's Thomas. The far elbow. Tries to drop it in. That one's stolen. Nice work there by Trellenberg. They were trying to find another 3 by Powell. Oh my gosh. Someone did not pay the power bill because lights out here for Pemberton. My gosh, he is on fire. 15 points already for the graduate out of Lake Forest, Illinois, and it's 17-12. That one blocked by Sapinski. Here comes Itunis. Blue Jays in transition. Itunis tries to go all the way. That one blocked by Hellwig from behind. Good block. Here's Moncrief for North Central. Picked up by Trellenberg. Moncrief trying to create some distance with that arm. Here's Thomas near elbow. Thomas going to try to work on Sapinski. He gave this one up. Gaston blocked out of there by none other than Pemberton. He is doing it all. Jaden Malachi will check in. Sophomore out of Clayton, Indiana. Another big guy right there, and they're going to go straight at him. Ryan Johnson in for North Central. 2 seconds, shot up. That one's no good by Moncrief. That still rolls around, and follow-up is good by Hellwig. 12-10 left to go here in the first, 17-14. Elmhurst, Trellenberg, here's Tunis. Give and go with Wallach on the near side. Pemberton, why not? He is on fire. He misses that one. Malachi tries to come down with it. Gaston comes out with it for the Cardinals. Here's Hellwig. He's going to try a long three. Why not? Solid shooter. Ethan Hellwig, 6'5", senior out of Aurora. Here's Tunis. Wallach, picked up by Moncrief. Wallach's got to come back and get it. He does. 15 on the shot clock. All tied up 17 apiece. Pemberton loses his footing. Trellenberg, free throw line, shot up and good. Dominic Trellenberg, the 6'5" sophomore out of Westchester, Illinois. Went to Nazareth Academy. Right there on LaGrange Road. LaGrange and Ogden area. Gerkes gives it up. Here's Gaston, pinned along the baseline. Nowhere to go for North Central. Gets this one back out. Johnson. Quickly, Moncrief steps back at the far elbow. No good. Trellenberg with the board. 10:45 on the clock. 19-17. Elmhurst with the lead. Here's Pemberton. He's going to cruise up there. Nicely done. He's got 17 already, folks. 21-17, 10:30 left here in the first. Ryan Johnson, and it's going to be a carry on Johnson. Kyron Mitchell, Tegan Pearson check in for Elmhurst. Out there are Malachi, Wallach, and Trellenberg. Head coach Vince Kumik talking to his troops, telling what he sees and how he thinks they can fix it. Here's Mitchell, right in front of the Cardinals bench. Malachi, baseline, backing down Johnson. Malachi, nowhere to go and guilty of a travel. That's going to be a good matchup all day. Brian Johnson, 6'6", 220, a senior out of Northbrook, going up against 6'7", 205 sophomore. That's what you got to have. You got to have your bigs playing down low right there. That was some good D there by Brian Johnson. Terrence Moncrief, the junior from Joliet. That's Hellwig. Moncrief now, left-handed dribble, free throw line, stutter step, goes back into the paint and count it. Terrence Moncrief, 6-foot junior, played at Joliet West. That quick move right there. No answer for that. Here's Wallach. That's Trellenberg. Pearson. Wallach, wide open three. That one's no good. Comes back out. Wallach will get the board. Shot clock will not change. It did not hit the rim. Pearson. Shot up. That one no good. Thomas with the board. 21-19 Elmhurst. Here's Moncrief trying to go around Wallach. Couldn't do it. Stolen. Mitchell comes up with the turnover. Here's Pearson. Screen set by Zapinski. Here's Trellenberg. He's going to try a three. That one no good. One and done for the Blue Jays. Thomas with the board. Terrence Moncrief between the rings. Picked up by Matt Wallach. First quick move here by Gerkes. No good as Zapinski closes the door on the baseline. Here's Hellwig. There'll be a foul away from the ball. Mitchell's going to pick up his first, team's first. 20 on the shot clock, inbounding. on the sideline. Ericus Gurkis, 6-foot sophomore from Naperville, played at Nequow Valley. Swerchek gives it up. Driving on the baseline, Trellenberg, nowhere to go for Gurkis. Here's Thomas, 8 seconds. Moves it into the lane, loses it. And they're going to say that may have touched Sapinski's leg on the way out. Jonathan Sapinski, 6'6" graduate out of Southlake, Texas. His family in attendance. Here's Moncrief. Gets it into Gurkis. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Moncrief's got to get this shot up, can't do it. Stolen by Mitchell. And I believe we're going to have a foul on Moncrief. It was either going to be a turnover or a shot clock violation. Yeah, Moncrief definitely on the reach-in. Head coach Vince Kumik didn't agree with that. Wants a little bit of an explanation. Trellenberg will check out. Itunis back in. Mitchell, Johnson, Itunis, Sapinski, and Pearson in. Here's Sapinski. Calling out the play at the top of the key. Swings it over to Itunis. Back to Sapinski baseline. He's trapped in there. Here's Ocean Johnson. Scored his 1,000th point at Milliken. Nice crossover. Johnson, wide open three from the far wing. Count it. Laser lock. Ocean Johnson. Blue Jays shooting 4 of 9 from beyond the arc. 24-19, 5-point lead for Elmhurst. Malloy gives it up to Moncrief. Moncrief down low to Thomas on Sapinski. He's at the far elbow, and Sapinski with the kick. That's okay. That will go back up to 20. A little bit more time for North Central. Good anticipation there by Sapinski. Nick Schmolt, 6'2" senior, as I mentioned, from Plainfield. Played at Plainfield East and St. Norbert University. St. Norbert out of the NAC, out of De Pere, Wisconsin. A very, very short trip to Green Bay. Here's a three from the corner. That one no good. Thomas. That's going to be an offensive foul over the back. You can see it. Sapinski had him boxed out. The only way Thomas could get to it was over the top of Sapinski. 7:23 left till halftime. 24-19 is your score. Mitchell gives it up to Johnson. Had that three the last time down. Here's Sapinski. He's going to try one just inside three-point land. How about that? A solid shooter from the big man. He's 6'6", and he made it from about 16. Here's Thomas from the corner. Let's see if he wants to shoot it. I think he's more of an inside shooter. Here's Swerchek. Shot up no good. Ocean Johnson with the board, and the foul by Gurkis. Foul starting to pick up for North Central. It's team's fourth. That's the first. On Gurkis, you kind of moved in with that elbow a little bit to try to create a little separation between him and Ocean Johnson. Here's Pemberton, already with 17 points. Ocean Johnson, Sapinski, Itunis. Oh, you can see they're trying to work that give and go down low. Pearson's going to let that one go out, and I believe that one went off Moncrief. It did. Terrence Moncrief. Moncrief will have a seat. Drew Gaston, junior out of Shabana, Illinois. Here's Sapinski. 8 seconds. Itunis, top of the key. Moves in nicely. How about that move by John Itunis? He took Tyler Swerchek right to the rack. Gaston picked up by Pemberton. Pemberton's just been crazy good here tonight. Oh, looked like a good swat from behind by Sapinski, but he's going to be guilty of the foul.
Foul charge to Sapinski, his first, second team foul. 28-19
is your score. Sapinski's first, team second. Here's Ethan Hellwig. Gives it up to Schmolt. Schmolt left of the lane. There's nothing he could have done with Sapinski. Sapinski, good positioning on Thomas. Pearson down with the board. Sapinski finds Pemberton. Pemberton, well, he thought about it. Ocean Johnson too. Now he's going to move in left of the block. Shot up no good, one and done. Johnson knocked down, no call. Here's North Central on the run. Hellwig for three. Count it. Hellwig has 8. And North Central, I believe, is going to take themselves a timeout with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first half. 28-22 is your score. Elmhurst University Athletics would like to thank our scoreboard sponsor, Elmhurst Bank, Wintrust Community Bank. More than 25 years, Wintrust Community Banks have invested in, given back to, and gotten to know the community and the people living in them. When you bank with a Wintrust Community Bank, you can be confident your money is staying local and going back into the things that matter most to you. That's Elmhurst Bank, our scoreboard sponsor. Pemberton, 17 points. Quinn has been on fire here today. Nobody even close. Itunis has 4, Sapinski 2, Ocean Johnson 3, Charlenberg with 2. They're shooting 60% from the field. And for the Cardinals, Hellwig with 8, Thomas also with 8, Schmolt 4, Moncrief 2. They're shooting 48% from the field, 40% from beyond the arc, 2 of 5. No free throws yet for the Cardinals, and no free throws yet for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays shooting 4 of 9 from beyond the arc for 44%. Total rebounds 10-9 in favor of the Cardinals. Points in the paint 14-10 in favor of North Central. Total turnovers 5 for the Cardinals, 3 for the Blue Jays. Check us out at Elmhurst Blue Jay on X, at Elmhurst Blue Jays on Facebook, at Elmhurst Blue Jays on Instagram. Pemberton ready to get things back underway with 5:25 left to go here in the first. Pemberton with 17 points, gives it off to Pearson. Pearson trying to find Sapinski. That one deflected, and here's Gaston for North Central. Hellwig not afraid to shoot it from there. We'll see what Gaston can do. He drops a 3. 28-25. Dead-eye shooters right now for North Central. And Pemberton says, what you can do, I can do, but he missed one. Schmolt comes down with it for North Central. Chance to tie it up with a 3. Biggest lead for the Blue Jays has been 9. Biggest lead for the Cardinals is 2. Here's Swierczek. Hellwig. One-on-one with Ocean Johnson. Gaston, 7 seconds on the shot clock. He's got Pemberton, and how about that, a travel? That's what good defense will do. Tegan Pearson, 6'3" senior from Westchester, also went to Nazareth Academy. Couldn't even imagine some of these players playing on the same team in high school, especially Nazareth. What a powerhouse. Here's Sapinski, one-on-one baseline with Thomas underneath the basket, gets his own rebound, misses once, but he will not miss the second time. Sapinski now with 4. 30-25, back to a 5-point lead for Elmhurst. Here's Thomas. Tries to go one-on-one. Sapinski, return to sender. Ocean Johnson out with it. Here's Elmhurst. Pearson, Pemberton, Itunis corner. He'll try a 3. That one hit the back of the iron, no good. Hellwig with the board. Here's North Central in transition with Gaston, the junior from Shibona, Illinois. Pemberton will not let him go. Shot up, that one no good, and Thomas follows through. And he now has 10, first Cardinal in double digits. Here's Ocean Johnson, nice move baseline. And then hit from behind, count it, unbelievable shot by Ocean Johnson. You have to see that again, folks. Ocean Johnson with an incredible shot for the and one. Right from behind, Schmolt hits him, and somehow that ball falls for Ocean Johnson. My gosh, the senior from Schiller Park. What a shot, 32-27. That's one of those improbable angles when you have not two, but three Cardinals on you. Schmolt came from behind, got a piece of it, and it still fell. Here's the and one for Johnson. That's good. Johnson now with 4 points. Hornbuckle. One-on-one with Gaston. Hornbuckle causing chaos. Here's Malachi. Ocean Johnson covers him like a glove. Schmolt had nothing to do there. Hellwig trapped right in front of the Blue Jays bench. He's got 2 seconds. He's going to move into the paint. Count it. What a crash from the far baseline into the paint. He had to make that shot or it was going to be a shot clock violation. We've seen some great shots. Ocean Johnson, how about another one? From Ocean Johnson, he's got 9. 36-29, 2:30 left until halftime. Well, these guys are laser locked. Here's Gaston, shot up over Malachi is good. Gaston coming in 5'10", Malachi 6'7". Had to create just a little bit of separation to make that shot possible. Here's Ocean Johnson. You know what? I can do it again. And he just missed. Malachi with the strong board. Shot up. Oh, no good. He gets his second rebound. And Malachi, I don't know, it's going to be a side out, a baseline out. Malachi and the Blue Jays. Johnson. That's going to be his first, team 6th. Here's Itunis. Hornbuckle. Ocean Johnson. Now Itunis. And it's going to be a 3-second on Malachi. Something you don't see called very often, but they have to kind of set the standard early because they don't want them planted inside that paint. $1:50 left, 36-31, 5-point lead for Elmhurst. Gaston. Sword check behind the back, and Hornbuckle will be guilty of the foul. Cole Hornbuckle. With it behind the back. Pass to himself, sword check. 6'4" freshman out of Palatine. Good first move. Gives the foul to Hornbuckle. Here's Hellwig. Gives it to Gaston. Long three. That one misses everything, including the kitchen sink. Here's Itunis. Blue Jays in transition. Ocean Johnson. Back over to Hornbuckle. Hornbuckle. Oh, plenty of separation. Far elbow. Count it. Cole Hornbuckle. Well, there's a set of sneakers at that far elbow right now because Hornbuckle juked him right out of the shoes. Swerchek had nowhere to go. Neither does Schmolt with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Schmolt kicks it over in the corner for 3. That one is no good by Brian Johnson. Itunis, quick out to Trellenberg. Trellenberg finds Malachi. Malachi in the paint. That one knocked away. Hornbuckle comes back. No, that was Ocean Johnson, excuse me. And he's going to be fouled going for the jam. Brian Johnson picks up his second foul in as many trips. Johnson to the line. He's got 9 points, perfect from the free throw line, 1 of 1. Looking to be the second Blue Jay in double digits. And he makes it. Sapinski back in for Malachi. Jaden Malachi. That guy is solid. Solid defenseman. And Johnson missed the second. 39-31, 40 seconds left here in the first half. There's Brian Johnson poked away by Zapinski. Gaston at the far wing, right in front of the Blue Jays bench. 31 seconds left here in the first. Johnson to the far corner, picked up by Zapinski. Here's Swerchek. Swerchek trying to go around Itunis. Baseline underneath the basket. Kicks it back out to Hellwig. Shot up and good. Shot clock off. Blue Jays can go after the final shot. Here's Itunis. 39-33 is your score. Blue Jays averaging 80 points per game and 66 for the Cardinals. Itunis, he'll take a three. Why not? 42-33 in the Blue Jays. End the first half like they started. And the Blue Jays with the lead going into halftime. Well, it was Quinn Pemberton with 17 points, Ocean Johnson with 10, Hellwig with 12 and 10 for Thomas for the Cardinals. We'll get you set up. Second half, give you a recap of the first half after the short break. We're at halftime. It's 42-33, Blue Jays with the lead.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
We know that going to college is a huge investment. You put your trust and time in Elmhurst University, and we do the same. You invest in us, and we invest in you.
Your story begins as we welcome you to Elmhurst University. From your first day of orientation, our focus is getting you acclimated to college life and making you a part of the Elmhurst community.
Definitely Elmhurst was the one that I fell in love with. Right when you stepped on campus, it was a nice environment. It just felt like home.
The goal of first year seminar is to make the transition from high school to college as smooth as possible. It's an instantaneous way to have a niche at Elmhurst.
A lot of times there's that doubt that I don't know if I can make it here. I don't know if I'm meant to be here. I feel it is our role as an institution to get those doubts out of their mind the second they are on this campus.
Once you've started classes, our responsibility is to support you both personally and academically.
Your faculty and your staff who are here and committed to your success are going to be walking with you on that journey, providing both the challenge and the support for you along that way.
I changed my major about 5 times, and so I really needed someone there to help me through it, help me pick out new classes, to help me make sure that I graduate on time.
So they support us academically, but they're also interested in our lives as a whole individual. For example, when I was applying for the Fulbright, they were more than willing and super supportive.
Along with supporting you, Our job is to make sure you challenge yourself in order to make the most of your experience.
When the students, especially in computer science, go out into related fields, they're going to be confronted with adapting to new environments, new technologies, and we try to challenge them in the classroom to adapt, to learn how to learn.
I've had teachers go to me and say, like, I think you'd be interested in research, so they introduced me to some professors, and I've been doing research now for 3 semesters. It taught me a lot about myself, definitely, and about the way I adapt to different situations.
I think we all learn best when we're a little bit scared, a little bit on the edge. I really believe that the things that are beyond the typical, experiencing undergraduate research, studying abroad, having a quality internship, some of those things are going to be most memorable and meaningful and really impactful for them.
As your academic journey at Elmhurst comes to an end, our relationship reaches a crucial point as we launch you into the next phase of your life.
Elmhurst is a liberal arts college that aims at creating educated citizens, and that's not a process that just takes 4 years or 2 years. We're invested in these students. We give our kind of heart and soul to them while they're here, and so we care if they succeed once they leave.
When students go on to graduate and go on to live amazing lives and do things personally and professionally, their fingerprints are still all over this institution in a way that helped us to become a better sense of who we are and who we as an institution want to be in the world.
We don't at Elmhurst tell students what to think, but we try to teach them how to engage with their own values to become better citizens of this country, of this world.
And that makes me proud to be a part of the community of Elmhurst.
I'm confident in our graduates because I know we've prepared them both personally and professionally. We love to see them fly the nest and flourish.
My name is Michael. I'm a senior here. I study special education, and I'm a first-generation college student.
My name is Lauren Berryhill. I'm a junior, and I'm a music education major.
My name is Sarah Jean Dickey. I am a double major in mathematics and computer science with a minor in Spanish, and I'm a senior.
My name is Randy Morales. I'm a freshman, and I'm a psychology major.
I transferred to Elmhurst because I like the small class sizes, and I really value that professor-student relationship that I knew that I was going to get here.
When I was looking at other colleges, it just didn't feel like people cared and wanted you there the same way that when you came to Elmhurst. They just really wanted you to be there and to learn and grow, and I felt like I would be comfortable coming here, but also be pushed in so many ways to grow and become better.
I already knew some people who went here, and I'd visit a couple of times just to hang out with them. I just really liked being around them and being here. And the campus itself is absolutely beautiful.
My sister did go to school here as well. I kind of already knew the campus a little bit, knew it was a great school. I'm glad I chose Elmhurst because it was probably the best place for me, and it was the best monetary decision as well.
When I first transferred, I lived in apartments, but now I live in Stanger, and I really couldn't picture it any other way. Like, I love being on campus. There's just something about rolling out of bed and going to class that I love.
I started out in Schick my freshman year here. I moved to Niebuhr halfway through. I lived in Schick my sophomore year as well, and I've been living in an on-campus house on Myrtle for the past 2 years, and I love it there.
I've actually only lived in Cureton Hall all 3 years. I really could stay there my 4th year and be fine.
I love the community that it brought, that you were one room away from your friends, you were eating dinner on campus together almost every night, and just that there were different opportunities within the residence halls.
A day in the life is pretty hectic. Most music ed majors, their classes are in the mornings and then their ensembles are in the afternoon. So I'm pretty much boom, 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 thing to thing to thing.
I'm a morning person, so whether I have class in the morning or not, I like to wake up a little bit on the earlier side.
So I'd wake up at 5:30, practice, eat breakfast quickly, go to my 9 a.m.
Probably have class till around noon. And depending on the day, I'll probably head out to the local middle school to take some time with my students there, go to the library to do some homework, and then I also work at the library.
Get out of class, go home, change, go directly to work.
I'll usually have work later in the afternoon, and then eat dinner, maybe do some more homework, watch a movie.
Get a dinner or some snacks at the Roost, and then head back to my dorm to do some homework and head to bed.
Usually I spend time with my friends at night, and that's when I get to catch up on what's going on.
My favorite place on campus is on the 3rd floor of the education department. It's the best place to study with the best view.
I have 2 favorite places on campus. One is my house, but I also love the conference room in Daniels.
My favorite place would be the cafeteria.
Sitting in Founders, I love to sit at one of those tables and do homework. You can be in there to have fun, you can be in there to study, and the vibe can be whatever you want it to be.
Out of the 4 classes that I took this past semester, my favorite class was acting. The professor was Dr. Tony Noyce. He is such a character. He's so awesome to be around. It was such a fun experience.
And my favorite class was probably linear algebra with Dr. Crawford. It was part theory and part computation, which I really liked how it pulled those 2 concepts together. And Dr. Crawford is just an amazing teacher. I've had her almost every semester since I've been here.
Post-colonial theory with Dr. Janice Lively, and that class had me thinking about it like all day.
Music theory class, which is probably an interesting choice because it was at 8 a.m. every single day my freshman year, both semesters, which no one likes 8 a.m.s in college. My professor, Mr. Streeter, is incredible, and my class became more of a community than anything. It was a really nice way to come into college, and honestly, my best friends came out of that class.
One of my favorite activities is the honors program. I've been involved with it all 4 years that I've been on campus here. I'm also involved in Alpha Phi Omega here on campus. You do a lot of service in the community. You get to build relationships with people in the organization, and you get to do a lot of leadership activities.
I've been involved in lots of student groups on campus, all the choral ensembles, the vocal ensembles, and I loved being in late night blues, vocal jazz. We just had a lot of fun and really bonded with each other. I'm also a member of Phi Mu. It's a really fun way to meet people, but also to give back to others that need it.
My favorite organizations that I've been a part of is definitely the Black Student Union, because I really like what they're doing for the campus overall and the social justice issues that they're pursuing on campus.
I'm pretty much just involved with running. I'm really proud to be a Blue Jay because it's an amazing community. Blue also looks really nice when we're running, so it's awesome.
Love being a student ambassador in the Office of Admissions. It's really great because I get to give tours to all these potential students, whether they're first years or transfers.
I'm a CA for the ELSA students, which basically means that I live in the dorms that they also live in to provide any extra support that they might need. And I'm really proud to be part of this program, especially because it's one of the few in the country. And it's awesome because I work with students with disabilities in classrooms, and they always ask me, oh, can I go to Elmhurst? And I can say confidently, yes, you can go to Elmhurst.
When I cross the stage at graduation, I'll be most proud of all the research that I've done. I didn't come into college with the intention to do that. I fell in love with the idea of research and the process of doing research.
It's just incredible to look back and think that Elmhurst has done so much for me already, and I think that's what I'll be most proud of, to think just who I've become and who I want to be still.
I think what I would remember most fondly are obviously my friends that I've made.
Making memories with those friends in really interesting places that normally wouldn't be so exciting, but they are because you love each other and you get to know each other so well.
Between the professors and the friends that I've made, I think that will stay with me the rest of my life.
People who give back to Elmhurst, you're not only helping me, you're helping my family grow as well. Me graduating college and being the first one to graduate means that hopefully others in my family, like my nephews and nieces, can see that and want to come to a school like Elmhurst.
So when you give money to Elmhurst, you're giving these students the experience of a lifetime and the ability to become who they're meant to be.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to change our lives.
42-33 is your score at halftime. Taking a look at the leading scorers, Quinn Pemberton, 17 points, 7 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. He's got a board and he's got a block. He's played 14 strong minutes. Ocean Johnson with 10 points. Itunis with 7. Zapinski 4. Schellenberg 2. Hornbuckle 2. For a total of 42 points. They're shooting 57% from the field, 46% from beyond the arc, 6 of 13. 67% from the free throw line, 2 of 3. For the visitors, Hellwig with 12, Thomas with 10, Gaston 5, Schmolt 4, Moncrief 2 for 33. They're shooting 50% from the field, 15 of 30, 3 of 8 from beyond the arc for 38%, and have yet to shoot a free throw. The Blue Jays will start with the first possession out of the halftime break. Thank you for joining us here on Suncom.tv and Elmhurst University's athletics YouTube page. Blue Jays going right to left. Here's Pearson, gives it up to Itunis, back to Pearson. It's picked up defensively by Schmolt. Here's Pemberton. Screen set by Zapinski. Zapinski going to roll in with the dunk. Jonathan Zapinski wide open. Rattle the rim does Zapinski. Zapinski now with 4. Gaston gives it up to Hellwig. And then Schmolt blocked up by Zapinski. Itunis and the Blue Jays. A lot of Cardinals down here, and they will wait. Here's Ocean Johnson. High screen set by Zapinski. Near wing, Pemberton. Pemberton going to crash in. Nice floater. Tried to use a glass, no good. Ocean Johnson, 10-footer baseline, count it. 12 points for Ocean Johnson. 46-33. Largest lead is 13, and you see it right in front of you here with 18:50 left. Thomas drops it down low. That one no good. Ocean Johnson with it. Drew Gaston turned around, thought he had a wide open shot, but there was a hand right in front of him. Here's Itunis. Into the lane, shot up good. Itunis now with 9, and just like that, timeout North Central. 48-33. Largest lead you see is at 15. Blue Jays are back in action next Wednesday, January 10th, as they host Carroll University at 7 p.m. right here on Suncom.tv, live from R.A. Fagnall Hall here on the beautiful campus of Elmhurst University. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip right here on Suncom.tv and Elmhurst University's athletics YouTube page. Johnson with 12, Pemberton 17. And out of the gate, the Blue Jays come out with a vengeance here in the second. 48-33, a 15-point lead just like that for the number 17th ranked Blue Jays. Pemberton will pick up the foul on Gaston. For Pemberton, that's going to be his first. No harm, no foul. There was a foul, but again, no harm right there for Pemberton. Here's Schmolt. Going to drive baseline, and he realizes he's going up against the bigs. Swerve check. Gives it back up to Gaston, picked up by Pemberton. Pemberton. Oh, that looked like a good block. They are going to call the jump ball. Will stay with North Central with 5 seconds. I thought if they were going to call a foul, that was definitely all ball, and a good call by the official right in front of the Cardinal bench. They'll have 5 seconds to convert with 18:03 left here in the second. Drop it into Thomas. That one hits the floor. No good. Here's Pearson. Pearson picks up a almost double team. Zapinski going to drive in on Thomas. Uses the glass. No good. Good idea because Thomas had the near side all blocked up. Swerve check. Loses the handle. Pearson picks it up. Here come the Blue Jays in transition. Pearson finds Sapinski. Give and go, Ocean Johnson, why not? He misses that. Pemberton comes down with it. No, fight for the ball. And somehow Schmolt got that as he was laying down. Here's Thomas, shot up and good. 48-35. Blue Jays still with the lead. Ericus Gurkis getting ready to check back in. So is Moncrief for North Central. Thomas steals it. Thomas will coast in for another basket. Head coach John Baines talking to official. He wanted a call. Didn't get it. Here's Pemberton, 48-37. Down to an 11-point lead. Pearson, no good. Here comes North Central. Schmolt. And there's going to be a foul away from the ball. I believe that's going to be on Pearson. It is. Gurkis checks in. Terrence Moncrief also checks in. I tell you, that could have went either way. Could have been a flop. We didn't see a flop warning on that one yet. Here's Schmolt, cruises in. Sapinski returns to sender. Sapinski, that's his third block. Here's Ocean Johnson, shot up and no good. And he's going to be fouled by Gurkis, who just checked back in for North Central. Boy, they work quick. Pemberton goes right around Hellwig, gives it up to Johnson, and Johnson had other plans for that, but he will go to the free throw line. Johnson with 12 points. He's 2 of 3 from the charity stripe. Here's his first. And that's good. Second foul committed by Gurkis, the 6'5 sophomore out of Naperville, Nequa Valley. Ocean Johnson second, and he makes it. Ocean Johnson now with 14. 4-5 from the free throw line. He's the only one that has shot free throws for the Blue Jays today. Hellwig trapped right in front of his own bench. Schmolt with it. Swings it over. Here's Moncrief. First quick step. Here's Thomas. Thought about it. Sapinski right there. No good. Itunis with the board. Here comes Elmhurst leading 50-37. 13-point lead. Nice quick move. Itunis right around Moncrief. Itunis now with 11. 3 Blue Jays in double digits. Here's Moncrief. Moncrief nowhere to go. Sapinski all over Thomas. Thomas trapped along the baseline, throws this one out. Here's a 3 by Gurkis. In and out, no good. Thomas with the board. Thomas back up, count it. Jeez, he is a beast down low. He's got 16. Here's Sapinski. Itunis, he's going to try a 3 from top of the key. Count it. Nothing but net. He's got 14, and the lead extended to 55-39, under 15 minutes left. Nick Schmolt hands this one off to Gurkis. 24 picking up 24. Here's Hellwig, and there's a whistle. Let's see who they're going to give this foul on.
Foul charge to Ocean Johnson.
Ocean Johnson, that's his first. Team's third. That's going to put Ethan Hellwig to the line, the 6'5 senior from Aurora. Played at Merrimack College. He makes the first. Hellwig now with 13. That was his first free throws, and believe it or not, those are the first free throws for the Cardinals here today. All the way. With 14:41 left here in the second. I know I shake my head at that too. But that just goes to show the solid defense. set up by the Blue Jays here today. Right now, the Cardinals with no answer, 55-41. Here's Itunis. Nice spin pass over to Wallach. Wallach going to cruise in, finds Itunis. 10 on the shot clock. Itunis pulls that back out between the rings, finds Ocean Johnson. Ocean Johnson picked up by Hellwig. Here's Itunis. He's going to try another three. Why not? He is locked in. He's got 17, and he's 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. 58-41. Thomas pinned along the baseline. He's got Trellenberg and Zapinski down there, blocked up from behind by Johnson. Here's Itunis. Itunis going to be fouled by Schmolt on the way to the basket. 14 for Itunis. Oh, you see, what a clean block from behind. No body contact by Ocean Johnson. 17 for Itunis, 14 for Ocean Johnson, 17 for Pemberton. Here's Trellenberg. Ocean Johnson, top of the key. Swings it over to Itunis on the far wing. 21 on the shot clock. Drops it down baseline. Zapinski, one-on-one with Thomas. Zapinski says, I can do this, and he did. Zapinski now with 8. 60-41, largest lead, 19. Here's Schmolt. Ocean Johnson got a hand on it. Here's Trellenberg. Gets it out to Zapinski. Long pass to Ocean Johnson. Here's Wallach. Going to cruise in, try to use the glass. Thomas sends that one out pretty hard. And Wallach, losing his balance, will foul Nick Schmolt. He just could not get out of his own way right there as he had nowhere to really go. And some way, somehow, he found a Cardinal and fouled him. But you got to give it up for Matt Wallach right there. Even though he was out of control, the first shot he had going in, he thought that nobody was there. And Thomas, out of nowhere, got his first block of the night, believe it or not. Thomas with 16 points, 14 for Hellwig for the Cardinals. Itunis 17, 14 for Ocean Johnson, 17 for Quinn Pemberton. Points in the paint, Cardinals an 8-point lead, 28-20. Points off turnovers, 9-8 in favor of North Central. Elmhurst University Athletics would like to thank Under Armour and BSN Sports for being the official apparel partner of the Blue Jays. Serving the heart of the game since 1972, BSN Sports partners with schools to elevate the student experience in sport, spirit, and achievement. Under Armour aims to inspire you with performance solutions you never knew you needed and can't imagine living without. Under Armour has been proudly serving athletes since 1996. 60-41 is your score here with 13 minutes and 12 seconds left. Largest lead of the night, you see it, 19 points. For the Cardinals, their largest lead was 2, and that came back at 15:52 of the first half. Well, the Blue Jays have had an answer for every question that North Central has thrown at them today. Pressure, pressure, more pressure. And talk about shooting from beyond the arc. 8 of 16 for 50% for the Blue Jays. Here's Moncrief, knocks down Zapinski. That's hard to do. Durkis misses that one. And Wallach with the board. Zapinski, top of the key. Move left of the lane. Trying to find Trellenberg. He does. That's Mitchell. Itunis with 17. He's going to try to go for 20. Misses the front. Misses that one right off the front of the rim, excuse me. Here's Hellwig. Goes around Wallach. Trying to drive baseline, and he meets Zapinski. Thomas going to try a 15-footer. In and out, no good. Zapinski with another board. Zapinski now with 4 boards. Here's Itunis, finds Zapinski. He might try a 3, but he turns that one over. Thomas with the quick hands. Now North Central in transition. Here's Moncrief. Back in the corner, Schmolt, just inside three-point land. From the corner, no good. Trellenberg with the board. Here come the Blue Jays with 12 minutes left. Malachi getting ready to check back in for Elmhurst. Trellenberg going to try a three. That one no good. Hellwig with the board for the Cardinals. That one on the court, almost stolen by Mitchell. Hellwig in the corner, trying to drive baseline on Trellenberg. He's trapped in there, and there's going to be a foul. I believe it's Trellenberg. Boy, Zapinski saw it. He rolled off his defender. Trellenberg, that's his first. Team's fifth. Malachi checks back in. Brian Johnson back in for North Central. That's Moncrief. Moncrief trying to set a screen on Trellenberg. Here's Gurkish, shot up and good. Right over the top of Wallace. Tunis. Mitchell now with it, back to Tunis on the near wing. Screen set by Malachi. Tunis, 9 seconds on the shot clock, kicks it out. Here's Mitchell, moves right of the lane. Wallach just inside three, no good. Malachi's got to get that shot off. Tunis does, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Wallach had a good look, but not the best shooting position that time. Wallach looked like he may have been shooting that one off his back foot. If he could do that again, he would make that. Here's Moncrief. Moncrief, shot up and good. Over the top of Wallach and Malachi. 60-45, down to a 15-point lead. Largest lead was 19. Here's Malachi, top of the key, give and go with Tunis. Tunis picked up defensively by Brian Johnson. Nice spin move, Tunis off the glass, no good. Boy, that didn't miss by much. That was Malloy, and that's Gurkish top of the key for three, and Brian Johnson guilty of over the back on Malachi. And Malachi again, good boxing out, keeping the defender away from the basket. Brian Johnson picks up his third, team's third. Blue Jays with 5. Ocean Johnson will check in. Gives it up to Hornbuckle. Ocean Johnson scoring his 1,000th point at Milliken back on January 3rd. Was honored before the game here today. Well deserved for the senior out of Schiller Park. Here's Ocean Johnson, finds Hornbuckle. Malachi, nice bounce pass into Ocean Johnson, quickly double team. Here's Pearson from the elbow, no good. Here's Moncrief and the Cardinals. Down by 15. Here's Malloy cruising into the basket, count it. Malloy, that's his first points of the game. Sean Malloy, sophomore out of Chicago Lane Tech. And we're going to have a timeout on the court. Elmhurst University Athletics is happy to provide live stats of today's game. Visit the basketball schedule page on elmhurstbluejays.com to view the real-time updates on the game. Don't forget, Blue Jays will be back in action Wednesday night, January 10th. They host the Pioneers of Carroll University at 7 p.m. right here inside R.A. Fagano Hall on suncom.tv and Elmhurst University's athletic page. Number 17th ranked Blue Jays, they come in 12-1 overall, perfect in the CCIW at 4-0. Their upcoming schedules, I mentioned, home against Carroll, away on the 13th at Wheaton, then they're home on the 17th and the 20th, 17th against Augustana, and then Milliken, who they just defeated 76-62 back on the 3rd of January. For North Central, they're 5-9 overall this season, 3-2 in the CCIW. Head coach Vince Kumik trying to get these guys back into this contest. Down by 13. They were down as many as 19 And North Central trying to claw their way back into this contest here on this Saturday evening as we approach the 5:30 mark here in Central Standard Time. And believe it or not, the days are getting longer. But unfortunately, it seems to be that Mother Nature finally got the memo that we must have snow. Here's Ocean Johnson. We got a little bit here. We're talking about a little bit more on Tuesday. I'm not Tom Skilling, but I'm just telling you what I heard. Here's Pearson. Pearson, long shot. That one no good. And they're going to say that hit the top of the backboard. This could be North Central ball. Now that actually hit the shot clock, to be honest with you, and the game clock, so that is out of play. Now North Central, down by 13. There's Moncrief. We approach 9 minutes left in this contest. Here's Malloy, shot over the top of Itunis, no good. Zapinski with the strong board. Out hustles Johnson. Here's Itunis, shot up and good. He's got 19. 8 of 11 from the field is John Itunis. Here's Moncrief, first quick step right around Pemberton. Hellwig with 3, and he's been solid tonight. He's got 17. And he's 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. 62-50, 12-point lead. Itunis finds Zapinski. Pemberton been stuck with 17 since the first period. He started on fire. Let's see if he can make it 20. Nope, not this time. Hellwig with the board for North Central. Here's Moncrief. Back over in the corner, Gurkis trapped in there. Zapinski would not let him drive the baseline. Hellwig between the rings. Picked up by Johnson defensively. Zapinski on Hellwig. Shot up, that's no good. Trying to come down with it, and it's going to be Blue Jays ball. Looks like last touch by Johnson. There was quite a few Cardinals underneath there, but it looked like it did go off the fingertips of Brian Johnson. Now North Central starting to press with 7:48 left in this contest. Itunis, good ball handler, and he's going to be fouled in the backcourt, and that might be. Let's see, they're not going to call that a clear path, even though he did wrap him up like a Christmas present.
Fourth team foul charged to the Cardinals.
That's going to be the 4th team foul. First one on Sean Malloy. Gaston and Schmolt will check back in. Pearson, Limbaum with 24 on the shot clock, 7:42 on the game clock. I think that foul was just out of the fact that the Cardinals were not set up defensively. So not a bad foul. Here's Pearson. Zapinski trapped in there, and the foul is going to be on Drew Gaston. This will be his second, team's 5th. We have a lot of free throws coming up in the next 7 minutes or so as the fouls start to pile up. Here's Pemberton's high screen set by Zapinski. Zapinski, good ball handler, finds Itunis here on the near side. Screen set by Ocean Johnson. Here's Itunis, 5 seconds. Pemberton cruising in right of the lane, shot up no good, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Second foul on Pemberton. He was definitely in control, but you got to give Malloy the credit. He was planted. Good call by the officials. Just like that, the Cardinals can bring it back within 10 with the basket. Hellwig with a three-pointer. That's good. How about make it 9? 9-point lead for the Blue Jays. North Central within striking distance. Here's Pemberton. He's been stuck on 17 since the first half. He finds Zapinski, count it. Zapinski now in double digits. 4 Blue Jays in double digits. Itunis, Zapinski, Johnson, and Pemberton. Thomas back in for the Cardinals. Drew Gaston dribbles up. And he's going to go right of the lane. Shot up, count the basket and the foul. Zapinski will pick up his second. Yeah, you saw it right there. Just a assignment missed by the Blue Jays on Drew Gaston. Gaston will go for the and one to cut it to an 8-point lead. And he does. Here's Pemberton for Elmhurst. Gives it up to Johnson, now Itunis. Moves it near side, Pearson. Pearson looking for his first points of the contest. Here's Ocean Johnson. He's going to try one just beyond the free throw line, no good. Hellwig with the board. Good boxing out by Malloy on Zapinski. Here's Gaston, gives it up to Thomas. Back to Gaston. Gaston nowhere to go, has to throw up a wild shot. Some way, somehow it finds the bottom of the cylinder. 64-58. Timeout, Blue Jays. Wow, North Central on an absolute tear in the last 5 minutes. They have pulled it back to within 6. Largest lead was 19, and that was at 11:43, so about 6.5 minutes ago. They had a 19-point lead, and now look what North Central has done. Head coach John Baines at the helm of the Blue Jays. Assisted by Peyton Wyatt, Melissa Schwab, Reese Taylor, Nick Furtado. Student assistants, Liam Fitzpatrick, Brian Fox. Trying to reel in the Blue Jays. Similar situation that they were in when they were out on the West Coast, when they were at Whitworth, their only loss of the season. Whitman, first game of the West Coast trip, 102-92. Game 2 at Whitworth. That was a 74-71 loss. Then back to action at Milliken, and they won 76-62. They'll be back at North Central a little under a month from now. And that stretch is going to be huge. Augustana, Carthage, home against North Park, North Central at Illinois Wesleyan. And we're back at it. Sapinski with it, dribbles up on Thomas. Sapinski loses it. Here comes North Central. Schmolt puts it in. 4-point lead for the Blue Jays. Here's Pemberton. Quick hands by Drew Gaston. Caused that turnover. Tunis finds Sapinski. 10 on the shot clock, 5:13 on the game clock. In the corner, Pearson got to get this shot off. Here's Ocean Johnson going to cruise into the lane. Shot up, no good. Schmolt with the board for North Central. Here's Hellwig. Goes in and makes it. 64-62. 19-point lead. Down to 2. 4:42 left. Tunis. Thomas comes way out. Here's Pearson for a long 3. That's no good. Pearson tries to come in for his own board, and he's going to be fouled by Schmolt. Schmolt had no choice at that point, because otherwise Pearson was coming in on his own. 20 on the shot clock, 4:30 on the game clock. 64-62, Elmhurst. Here's Itunis. Itunis in the lane, floater, 5-footer, no good. Ocean Johnson with the board. Finds Itunis. Itunis can be fouled, and that's going to be Schmoke. And that's going to be his third, team seventh. That's going to put Itunis to the line. Hasn't shot a free throw tonight. Only one has been Ocean Johnson, and he's 4 of 5. And he makes the first. Itunis, solid free throw shooter for the Blue Jays. .73% free throw shooter is Itunis. He makes them both. That was well-needed points for the Blue Jays. Back up to 4, 66-62. Gaston kicks it out Malloy for 3. That's no good. And Itunis with the board. Itunis. Here's Pemberton. Finds Ocean Johnson. He's trying to find an alley-oop. Ocean Johnson in the paint, and he's fouled. Ethan Hellwig fell awkwardly after that play. A little bit of a limp. He's got 22 points, 8 of 12 from the field, 4 of 7 from three-point, perfect from the free throw line. That'd be a big loss for North Central if Hellwig have to go out with an injury. Here's Ocean Johnson. He's 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Make it 5 of 6. And the Blue Jays have been solid from that free throw line today. We talked about it. 7 of 8. So far, their only points since 6:44, believe it or not, have been free throws. 68-62, it's a 6-point lead. Either way, they're points, and the Blue Jays are making it count from the free throw line. Here's Gaston for North Central. That one stripped. Ball on the court. Pemberton comes up with it. Here's Itunis. Itunis has Ocean Johnson with him. Itunis up. Oh, no call. A lot of contact by Brian Johnson. Here's Gaston again. 3:15 and counting. 68-62 Blue Jays. Pemberton steals it. Here's Pemberton. Pemberton gonna go all the way. Count it. And one. Pemberton with no points here in the second. Makes it count with the basket and one. He's got 19. Quick hands by Pemberton. Stole that, from Gaston. And he decided to go all the way, and Gaston catches the hand and one for Pemberton. Now back up to an 8-point lead. Game of runs. And he makes it. He's got 20. Itunis with 21, Pemberton 20. Hellwig 2 points away, or 2 boards away, Cardinals from having a double-double. Here's Gerkes. Finds Thomas baseline. He's double-teamed by Zapinski and Itunis. Gerkes, top of the key for 3. No good. Johnson with the board, and it's going to be a push-off. Johnson using his large wingspan to create a little bit of distance. And he pushed Ocean Johnson in the back, and that's going to put Ocean Johnson to the line. And he's got 16. 6 of 7 from the free throw line is Ocean Johnson, the newest member of the 1,000-point club. And he makes it. Ice in his veins. Whew, it was down to a 2-point lead. Now we're back up to 10. A little bit of breathing room with 2:42 left. Johnson misses. Now 7 of 9. 72-62, 10-point lead for Elmhurst. Here's Moncrief. Got to be careful, he is fast. 3 for Hellwig, he misses that one. But Gaston with the board. Finds Moncrief, the southpaw, three-pointer, no good. Johnson with the board, and he will put it in. Brian Johnson, that, believe it or not, is his first points of the night. Here's Pemberton. They approach 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. Pemberton and Itunis playing catch, both of them. 20 points and 21 points, respectively. Itunis, Sapinski's going to come out, try to set the screen. Itunis, nowhere to go. Ocean Johnson, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Itunis, long three, no good. And Sapinski's going to be fouled by Johnson. And that's number 5 if it's on Johnson, and it is, and he is gone. Johnson picks up his 5th. Johnson will go to the bench, 2 points, 1 of 2 from the field, 0 for 1 for beyond the arc. Couple boards and fouls out. Played 15 minutes today. Sapinski, he's got 10 points, yet to shoot a free throw. Here's his first, nothing but net. Blue Jays down the stretch, 11 of 13 from the free throw line for 83%. And he makes them both. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout. Called by head coach John Baines. Fans, today's matchup is streaming live on the Elmhurst University Athletics YouTube page and will be available to rewatch following the conclusion of today's contest. Elmhurst University's athletic streams are provided by suncom.tv. Well, we've been here all day. Myself, my director, producer, Greg Rosel, sitting to my right. We've had a couple good contests here today. First one did not go the way of the Blue Jays. This one, I tell you, it got a little touch and go there with a 2-point lead at 64-62, but now it's back up to 10 with $1:43 left. A little bit of breathing room. And right now, you will see a lot of free throws as North Central will send the Blue Jays to the free throw line a lot. Another 12 of 14 for 86%. So they have been solid. Here's Moncrief. Back over to Hellwig. Gerkes, top of the key. Picked up by Trellenberg. Gerkes trying to create a little bit of distance. Hellwig for 3. That one off the front of the rim, no good. Gerkes comes out with it. Pemberton, no good. And it's Ocean Johnson. And Ocean Johnson will go to the line. Not sure who the foul is going to be on. It's going to be on Gaston. It's going to be his 4th. Schmolt with 4. Johnson already fouled out. Johnson back to the line. He's 7 of 9. And he misses. He's got 17 points. 4 of 10 from the field. 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. Now 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Blue Jays shooting 84%, and he makes it. 75-64, minute 15 left. Here's Moncrief for North Central. Nice move in the paint in the southpaw with the hook shot. He's got 6, 75-66. Pearson's going to call a timeout in the backcourt. And let's see, is it going to be a 30? It is going to be a 30. And don't forget, we'll be right back at it here at R.A. Fagno Hall on Wednesday, January 10th. Carroll University, the Pioneers, will be in town. Tip-off at 7. You can head over to the Blue Jays athletics page for everything going on in the land of the Blue Jays. A lot of good things happening. Winter sports just beyond their halfway point. Believe it or not, spring sports right around the corner. lacrosse starting in February, baseball, I believe, in March possibly, and they may be making a trip. A lot of universities in the area either going to Arizona or Florida. Get some preseason games in. Why not? It's beautiful down there. And then you get to kind of pick and choose where you want to go, whether you want to play the really good or the very good teams. A lot of those trips are, you think might be fun, but those are some pretty serious games because you want to see who you might end up playing in the playoffs. Pearson loses it. Sapinski gets it back. Here's Ocean Johnson. Tunis. 47 seconds left. They're going to have to foul somebody. Here's Pemberton. Pearson, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Pemberton finds Ocean Johnson. Long three, count it. Ocean Johnson with 21. That's how you close the door right there, folks. 78-66. Nice move in by Moncrief. 78-68. And Pearson hacked at it by Hellwig, and that's going to put Pearson to the line. Believe it or not, Pearson looking for his first points of the contest today. 21.8 seconds left. Nothing is a guarantee, but at 10 points, in the way that the Blue Jays have been shooting from the free throw line, we'll see what Pearson can do. And he makes the first. 14 of 17 are the Blue Jays from the charity stripe today. Shooting well over 80%. I tell you, when it was 64-62, it was the free throws by the Blue Jays that gave them a little bit of breathing room. They were not able to hit anything from the floor at that point. Pearson makes them both, 80-68. Here's Moncrief, shot up, no good. Tunis with it. He's going to be absolutely clobbered. Not sure if it's Gurkis. It is. It's going to be Gurkis. It's going to be his third. It's going to put Tunis to the line. He's got 21 points. We've got 4 Blue Jays in double digits. 3 of them, 20 points or better. Sapinski with 12. And it's good for Tunis. He's got 22, and he's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Blue Jays now 16 of 19 around the charity stripe. Looking to maintain number 17 in the country are the Blue Jays, if not moving up. Here's Moncrief. They're going to let him go to distance. 3.9 seconds left, and that's going to be it, folks. Blue Jays win 82-70 today. And they move to 13-1 overall and remain undefeated in CCIW 5-0. They'll be home on the 10th against Carroll. And for North Central, they dropped to 5-10 overall. 500 now into CCIW at 3-3. Tunis with 23, 21 for Johnson, 20 for Pemberton, 12 for Sapinski. And the Blue Jays win 82-70. For everybody inside RA Falconer Hall, I'm Bill Downing. And my producer-director, Greg Rosal, we'd like to thank you for joining us here today. Have yourself a great rest of your weekend, and go Blue Jays.
Three.